everyone. Meteorologist Tracy Hinson here with you on a Sunday morning. The Doppler radar view, all of that rain and snow, what brought us all those headaches yesterday has moved off very quickly here. It felt like it took all day because it kind of did to get through us yesterday, and that is since now moving on into the Carolinas, up into Virginia, and it is of course pushing some snow up to the north. Zooming that into our area, we do have more clouds on the way right now, but enjoy the sunshine while it lasts. It is beautiful out there right now. Let's go over our snow totals. I'm going to take this full for you so you can see what our snow totals look like. About 8.5 inches in Edwardsville, 6.5 for Hazelwood, 6.5 in St. Charles, and 6 for Granite City. It's kind of our leaderboard, if you will. We did have some very high snow totals well up to the north in Pittsfield. They saw closer to about 10 to 11 inches. Now, snow is something that is difficult to manage the measuring of, just because it really helps when people do it on a flat surface, on a deck that's not shielded by a home or trees or anything like that. And then some other people will take these measurements and they'll do them in the grass, which naturally will add an inch or two. So take snow totals with a grain of salt, if you will. A good rule of thumb yesterday is we got about 6 inches of snow in the metro St. Louis area. A lot of that snow has since melted off and away. This is some good news here. As we look at our roads, yes, this view is paused, but our road conditions look really nice right now, even our on and off ramps, and that snow is mainly off to the sides. Now, this snow is going to stay because our temperatures are quite warm out there, or are quite cold out there right now. We have dropped down to feels like temperatures in the single digits. It's one of the most impressive feels like temperatures I've seen in some time here. So let's go over those feels like temperatures. It is just 12 in St. Louis. It is 9 in St. Charles. Your car thermometer is going to tell you more like temperatures in the 20s, but 14 for Rolla, 17 in Flora and Salem, Illinois. Over the next several hours here, we are going to warm up into the low 20s. However, I expect our feels like temperatures to be very similar all day long. We have stronger winds gusting up to around 25 miles per hour. That's really brutal when it's against your skin. Frostbite, things like that can happen very quickly in conditions like this, so be careful outside. And if you are letting your kids play out in the snow, just check on them, because kids and animals sometimes can be a little bit more resilient, or they won't tell you that they're feeling kind of funny, and they could have just the start of frostbite. It doesn't feel very good. Good thing to do is to warm it up, warm your hands up under some warm water, but that can not feel very pleasant. So tonight, we are looking at cold conditions, 23 degrees, but light winds. So I do expect it to actually feel like that 23 degrees. Now, as we head into tomorrow, yes, just in time for the evening commute, which should be a little busy for us in the St. Louis area. Here's 10 o'clock for us on Monday. You can see the start of that snowfall. It's first going to impact some of my northern counties before sliding into the metro area, and look at that time. Comes into the metro right at about 5 o'clock. If people can leave early from work tomorrow, I think that would definitely be great. We'll see what afternoon activities are like for schools, because I wouldn't want to be in this. Even just a little bit of snow or rain can wreak a lot of havoc on our roadways in St. Louis. 8 o'clock on Monday brings that in a little bit more. This will be where some of our heaviest snowfall is, right in this band here. The band moves through quickly. I expect us to get about 1 to 2 inches from this snow. Some areas will even be a little bit less. It's not an impressive system by any means, and it's nothing like the snow that we got yesterday. Part of that too, the reason why it's not like yesterday, is that it is much colder. When it's much colder, our air doesn't hold as much moisture, so those snowflakes can't grow as much. They're also not as, when snowflakes grow, they get more of like the little spikes on them, right? So as they grow, they'll get spiky, and they start attaching onto more things. They attach onto each other. It accumulates much faster. When it's much colder, they don't have those spikes as much. So it's almost like bad Velcro. So it won't stick as much. It's going to blow around a little bit more. It will be harder for our street crews to plow out of the way, because it's going to kind of want to go everywhere. But it will be not as sticky for tomorrow afternoon. So the evening commute will be better than what it was on Saturday. Still not great. And visibility with that fine snow, it tends to blow around a lot more, can be greatly reduced. Then it's almost out of the way. Tuesday morning, just a couple of flurries out there, really nothing to note. Let's go over your weather impact 10-day forecast for you. 31 degrees with some light snow on Monday. 33 on Tuesday, 43 on Wednesday, and then I ignore the red on Thursday. I didn't take that off. I wasn't paying attention when I got to that part because the rest of the week for the most part is pretty quiet. We are going to be into the low 40s on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so any snowfall we do get, I expect it really to melt by Wednesday. But then on Friday, that's kind of the question mark day here because we do have a slim chance for a few showers. Depending on what time that comes in, it could be cold enough for snow or it could be warm enough for rain. That's something we'll monitor as we get a little bit closer. And then as we head into next week, we are still actually staying a little bit cooler than average. We're going to be in the 30s with the 20s overnight. Alrighty, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday, and we'll see you next time on 5 on Your Side.